Hello to all of you, my lovely students in the 8th grade. How are you today? It's me, your English teacher, Emmanuel Jafari from Ru'al Farouk Academy. As I told you in our previous lessons, the title of this unit is Questions. So, in this lesson, we are going to read another part of the text. Then we are going to define the meanings of some words and phrases. So, let's start. And now, who can remind us what is the type of the text? Excellent, it is a detective story. What do you mean by detective story? Excellent, it is a narrative about a solution of a mystery or a crime. In this detective story, we have the main character who is Luke. He wants to visit his dad who works in the desert as a cameraman. Before Luke meets his dad in the airport, an officer asks him some questions about his luggage. So he asks him to open his suitcase to find what was in this suitcase. In our previous lesson, we read the first part of this detective story. As I told you, the main character, Luke Terry, wants to visit his father, who is a cameraman, and his father was in the desert. Luke went through the airport's immigration control. As I told you, what do you mean by immigration control? It is a place in the airport where you have your passport checked, okay? So in this place, his passport was taken away. Why? Because he was escorted. Escorted يعني حدا رافقه to an interview room where a security officer asked him to open his suitcase, okay? So again, the main character in this story is Luke Terry. Luke Terry is in the airport and his dad works in the desert. The last one, what did the security officer ask Luke to do? He asked him to open his suitcase, okay? In the next paragraph, as I told you, the security officer asked Luke many questions. So he asked him, did anyone give you anything to put in your suitcase? So he told him about the map that was given to him by his sister. Look at the security officer, he is checking this map. In the next paragraph, as I told you, Luke tried to be self-confident and assertive. He asked the security officer to give him his passport and he wants to meet his father. But the security officer refused his request and asked him to wait. Then he started to be nervous and he tried to think, what can I do? So he will ask the security officer to call his dad in order to come and solve the problem. Where was his dad? Excellent, his dad was in the arrival hall, okay? So another security officer came to the interview room, but he was friendly, not like the first one who was unfriendly. He asked Luke, give me the purpose of your visit. Excellent. Give me the purpose of your visit. So in our lesson today, we are going to know what is the purpose of Luke's visit. So let's start reading the next paragraph. I've come to stay with my father, Luke said hesitantly, for the summer holidays. He added, your father, what does he do? The man inquired in a friendly tone. He is a cameraman with a film company, Luke explained. So, when the security officer asked Luke, give us the purpose of your visit, he answered, I have come to visit my dad. What is your dad job? He answered, he is a cameraman. إذا هو جاي يزور والده اللي بيشتغل مصور مع شركة عمالهم بيصوروا في الصحراء. Feeling his confidence returning. ليش هو رجعت له ثقته بنفسه؟ لأن السكيورتي أوفيسر كان بيحكي معه in a friendly tone عكس السكيورتي أوفيسر اللي كان في بداية المشهد. They are filming desert wildlife. يعني هم عمالهم بيصوروا اللي هي فيلم في الصحراء. It takes months, so I am staying with him while he is working. he is going to show me some of the places where they have been filming. إذا أنا جاي عشان والدي يفرجيني بعض الأماكن اللي عمالهم بصوروها. So you are tourist or a tourist. The man smiled at Luke encouragingly. So, yes, that's right. Luke began to relax. He smiled at the man. The man smiled back. إذا هون كان الجو ألطف من first security officer لأنه كان the second security officer was friendly. Okay? Then he leaned forward, no longer smiling, and spoke quietly. Then why are you carrying a map? يعني كونك أنت تورست ليش أنت حامل معك اللي هاي الخريطة اللي أنتم شايفينها في الصورة with ancient secret burial sites marked on it. شو هي الإت هون عمين بتعود يا ثامن؟ excellent على الخريطة. Look at this map. Here we have excellent ancient secret burial sites. يعني في مواقع دفن قديمة على هاي الخريطة. شايفين هاي العلامات الإكس. فهنا هاي المشكلة اللي كانت في الخريطة اللي حاملها لوك فيها ancient again secret burial sites marked on it. Okay, then the security officer asked Luke about the map. Why are you carrying the map? Okay, so if I ask you, what does Luke's father do? يعني give us his job. Excellent. He is a cameraman. The next, what is special about the map? الماب اللي حاملها لوك شو كان فيها إشي مميز؟ Excellent. Ancient secret burial sites. كان فيها مواقع دفن قديمة. I am not. Am I? Luke gulped in amazement. I am afraid you are. These sites are only known to a few people. How did you get that map? The man asked sharply. إذا هون التون of his voice تغيرت للsecond security officer. هلأ Luke tried to defend himself. He said that I am not يعني مش أنا يعني اللي علمت هاي الخريطة بهاي العلامات. Luke gulp بمعنى to breathe deeply يعني يتجرع أو يبتلع نفسه بصعوبة in amazement. I am afraid you are. These sites are only known to a few people. هلأ بحكي له second security officer هاي العلامات اللي على الخريطة فقط ناس قليلين اللي بيعرفوها. How did you get that map? The man asked مش friendly in a friendly tone sharply. My sister Miranda gave it to me. إذا هون حكى له إنه my sister Miranda gave the map to me. Luke told him, is your sister an archaeologist? يعني بيسأله هل أختك هي عالمة آثار an archaeologist? No, she is a student of zoology. إذا هي بتدرس علم الحيوان. She is mad about animals like that. Then why did she mark the burial sites? يعني ليش هي حطيت لك هاي العلامات على الخريطة؟ I don't know. Luke's voice was raised in protest. يعني بلش صوته يرتفع لأنه بيحتج على الكلام اللي بيتهموا فيه second security officer. Look, she got the map in a second-hand bookshop. So what do you mean by second-hand bookshop? هو المكان يعني فيه أشياء مستعملة. So it is a shop that contains something that have already been owned by another person. يعني هو المحل اللي بيكون فيه أشياء مستعملة أو حدا تاني استعملها قبل ما تنباع. Okay, so she got the map from a second-hand bookshop. It must have been marked already. يعني احتمال هي شرتها وعليها هاي العلامات. The man smiled, shaking his head. We've had a tip of information. يعني احنا وصلتنا secret information. You see, we have been waiting for a young man about your age. يعني وصلتنا معلومات سرية إنه في شاب تقريبا في عمرك to arrive from London رح يوصل من لندن carrying a map راح يكون حامل خريطة of the desert. okay يعني للصحراء نفس المعلومات اللي هلأ متوافرة في لوك. okay a marked map just like yours يعني وراح يكون معه خريطة معلم عليها مواقع سرية نفس الخريطة اللي معك. well I am not the person you are looking for. Luke insisted يعني أصر لوك إني أنا مش الشخص اللي عمالكم بتدوروا عليه. This map and these sites they are nothing to do with me. or my sister. It's just a map of the desert, that's all it is. يعني أنا بس حامل خريطة للصحراء، أنا ما إلي علاقة بالعلامات اللي الموجودة عليها. The man was completely silent. Suddenly he sat back in his chair. I can see you are telling the truth. يعني حكى له يا لوك أنا هلأ I believe you. أنا مصدق كلامك. He said you are free to go. خلص روح. Enjoy your visit. Okay? My lovely students, I have these questions. How did Luke justify the marks that were on the map؟ يعني لما حكى له في علامات سرية على الخريطة، شو كان عذر لوك؟ justify بمعنى كيف هو برر هاي العلامات. Excellent. He said that his sister Miranda got the map in a second-hand bookshop. هي راحت شرتها من from a bookshop that contains books that have been already owned by another people. يعني هي شرتها من محل فيه كتب مستعملة. It must have been marked already. فأكيد هي شرت هاي الماب وعليها هاي العلامات ومش هي اللي علمتها. Okay? So my lovely students, I will stop here today. In our next lesson, we are going to read the end of the story and we are going to do some activities from your student book. Thank you very much.